So guys, Billie Eilish released her third fragrance, and today I decided to break down for you her entire perfume collection. So in case you're interested in her fragrances and wondering how they smell, definitely keep on watching this video for more details. And please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, as well as feel free to subscribe to my channel. And once you're done with that, we can get started. So hello and welcome everyone to today's collection breakdown of Billie Eilish perfumes. That consists out of 3 fragrances by now, and I have some faves and one perfume that is giving me a hard time. So let's start with the first original one, and this, by the way, is the bottle design. Let me know how you feel about it. I find it is very artistic and cool, but to some it might look a bit tacky. So I totally get that, but I would really appreciate if you could give me feedback on the packaging. I mean, like, I don't necessarily associate such sexiness with Billie Eilish, and to be honest with you, I'm not crazy about her art, but she is a very outstanding artist, and she has a very special perfume collection that is quite different from other celebrity fragrances out there, and the pricing is higher as well. But in my personal opinion, that is totally justified by the quality and very creative fragrances like this one, because this is a very beautiful, authentic gourmand fragrance that is all about vanilla. And by the way, I have a smaller bottle. You'll definitely have some issues trying to open the cap in the shop with all those 100 ml, so that's something that you might want to consider. They are cool to look at, but very unpractical. However, the fragrance is so beautiful, truly gourmand and realistic type of vanilla perfume that smells sugary, sweet, and it really reminds me of vanilla ice cream because of the frosted feeling that might come from red berries, because I noticed that sometimes perfumes with red berries have that bit of sharper metallic edge, but not too crazy. It's still a very mouth-watering and cozy gourmand vanilla fragrance that is mixed with spices, cacao powder, and then musk woods and amber in the base. And I first was quite surprised about such, truly realistic vanilla fragrance that is quite syrupy, but then I read that Billie is actually into such intimate fragrances, and vanilla is quite relaxing, which I agree on. By the way, it's also an aphrodisiac and very complimenting note. So in case you want to stand out and you want compliments for your fragrance, then this is the one from the collection I would recommend you to check out. It smells totally unisex, is actually compared to a pretty popular fragrance Nebras that unfortunately I don't have in my collection, but if you look into the notes, they sound very similar. However, I can definitely tell you that it is also quite like my all-time favorite Montal's Vanilla Absolute that I'm crazy about because of this syrupy vanilla mixed with spices. It smells super potent, just like Billie Eilish fragrance does, and I prefer such bombastic gourmand vanillas in the summertime. Might be weird to some people. It's actually a nice all year round fragrance, also beautiful for the winter time because of the cozy enveloping effect, and once again totally unisex. That's where I would say this is #1 fragrance from the collection you want to check out. It would be nice for going out occasions. The sillage is all right. It's not a beast mode perfume, but I can smell it on myself, and this is the one that I have from her collection because I fell in love with it at first sniff, thanks to that very expensive niche vibe. However, her #2 fragrance is giving me hard times. It's very challenging to me personally, and the bottle design is kind of the same, but the color is dark and beautiful, and so is the scent that I was so excited about, especially because of the notes such as apple blossom and bergamot in the top, mixed with a black pepper, papyrus, and poppy in the heart, and then woods such as Palo Santo, ebony, and vanilla in the base. And apple blossom is not your typical floral note. Then we have this papyrus, which is quite textural, with poppy, which is an abstract flower, because I believe it doesn't have a very well pronounced aroma in real Life and Palo Santo is quite a meditative woody note, quite rare, can be found in niche perfumery. So for the celebrity fragrance, it's definitely something special. With ebony, I thought it's gonna be very interesting, and it is. However, it doesn't smell good on me personally, and I don't feel myself good wearing it because it gives me this sour feeling, and I'm not really into it. Maybe it is coming from apple blossom, I'm not sure, but mixed with the pepper and then woodiness that is slightly bitter, yeah, it just doesn't suit me, and I would actually say it is another unisex perfume, even masculine leaning. So it has an attitude that I'm not crazy about, just doesn't work for me personally. It's not my taste, but it's darker, it's edgier, and I find that this suits Billie Eilish music best. So when I first smelled it, I wasn't impressed with it because I didn't like it, but then I was like, this is a perfect match for, you know, her as a personality and an artist. So this is the fragrance I wouldn't recommend you to blind buy. Definitely check it out for yourself, maybe even spray yourself with it and wear it out, so you can decide for yourself if you get along with it. Maybe it's your thing, maybe you will like such a perfume. I can imagine that it's exciting to some people, but I was surprised that some compare it to my all-time favorite Gris Chanel, and never ever I would say that these are similar. So once again, not a safe blind buy, very polarizing fragrance, unisex, interesting, but not for me. However, number 3 is totally right up my alley, especially because of the bottle and the color. In real life, looks even prettier, very vibrant and luxurious, and so is its scent. Oh my goodness, actually, I did not expect it to smell so juicy, and it's actually such a bright and positive fragrance, and all these are quite different. So 3 very different perfume personalities, and the third one is the happiest, the most uplifting one. And because of the note, some people compare it to Baccarat Rouge, and hear me out, okay? So there is saffron, there is jasmine, amber, and oak moss, which create core of Baccarat Rouge, and there is just a hint of that style, you know, but it's not a straight up dupe for Baccarat Rouge in your face, like let's say Cloud by Ariana Grande. If you're familiar, or if you remember that fragrance, it smells almost exactly like Baccarat Rouge, when this on the other side offers something new, okay? So it's still a trendy perfume like all of these, but there is something that makes it easier to wear and to enjoy, at least for me, than Baccarat Rouge. And maybe that's because of the grapefruit in the top. I'm not sure why it's so juicy, but honestly, it smells elegant and playful at the same time. So I would say it would be absolutely appropriate for more formal atmosphere, like if you're going to work and there is more formal setup and you want a very nice luxurious fragrance, that's it. And at the same time, it smells modern and playful, so it would be great if you're going on a date and you want to smell trendy and at the same time not like everyone else. So I would say that this is a very lovely option that is also fresh, so it would be lovely for the summertime. Right now, during the springtime, it's so beautiful, especially when it's windy outside, because it just has that kind of romantic feeling to it, but it's not the strongest perfume, okay? So it smells really it smells trendy, it smells safe, and at the same time, it has that glamorous feeling to it. So it's another fragrance I would love to have in full size from Billie Eilish collection, and I would recommend to those who like Baccarat but are sick and tired of all the dupes and want just something in that style but quite different. So that's kind of how it smells to me. Also unisex, maybe more feminine leaning, but give all of these a sniff, and if you're already familiar with any of them, what's your favorite? I would love to know that. And if there is anything else you're interested in, just comment down below, drop a question and let me know your feedback if there is any other perfume out there you want me to review for you. Other than that, all the helpful information is going to be down below in the description box. Also, discounts with which you can shop perfumes and save some money. So if you enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful, I would really appreciate your thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you're here for the first time. That would be super cool too. And thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video gave you an idea how these fragrances smell, all very different, and yeah, all worth checking out. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned, smell good, and we'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.